Well, my wife, Pat, went out to buy flowers in the fall of 1987 and couldn't find what she wanted quality-wise, and she came home disappointed, and we'd have always had flowers around the home, and if any of you can remember back, grain prices weren't the best in the 80s, and so it seemed like perhaps it was an opportunity. So we did some market research in Columbus and found that there was a demand for high quality fresh cut flowers if we could produce them, and I felt like we would give it a try. So what we did is put together a package of with a partner. We put together a company and built a small greenhouse, just 9,000 square feet, and planted the first flowers in the fall of 1988. And at that point, then the first flowers were a success. We didn't actually sell them in Columbus. We weren't able to come to an agreement on price, but so we went to Dayton and talked to a wholesale house in Dayton, and they agreed to buy our flowers, and it just took off from that point. Our niche is being close to the end consumer. We don't ship out of like a 3-state region. So we're close to the end consumer.
Yes, we have to compete. The only way we can compete is with quality. We cannot compete with the labor rates as they have in South America, the environment that they have in California. Ohio is not the best climate to grow flowers, but how we are unique is we can grow a high quality product and ship it, something that cannot be shipped from out of state, and ship it to a florist within a day, and that is where our niche is. We grow flowers that cannot be shipped a long distance. So we want to be able to, for instance, the flowers that you see behind us are lilies, both a longiforum and an oriental lily, and those products we rate, or we pick them just before they're ready to open. That is something that our competitors cannot do. So when the florist receives that flower, then it is ready to use and it starts to open, and they can have a flower that has a larger bloom, brighter colors, and will last a lot longer. We work with companies that have the same values that we do. So we want to buy a bulb that is virus-free, and so that we aren't going to have any problems growing. We start out with a bulb that's larger than the industry standard, and then in the summertime we will put that into the cooler and pre-root that at 50 degrees for 2 weeks. And the reason behind that is so that the roots establish, and we get a good mass of roots that will take in the nutrients, and then we bring it out to the greenhouse, and the stems then start, and they're fed well by the mass of roots. They take up the nutrients. It's a holding medium for the roots. It does not have any nutritional value. We have to feed it all the nutrition that is required in order to produce a high quality flower. So we will test that sample, and we will send it to Holland, and then we get a recommendation from them, and we will add individual nutrients all the way down to the micronutrients. We'll add as little as 5 grams of copper and 5 grams of sodium molybdate. It goes into a 5,000 gallon mix. I always look at a plant as kind of like our bodies. We like 70 degrees and we like sunshine, and that's the way these plants are as well. If you give it too much light, it's kind of like us pulling an all-nighter. You can handle it for a day, but you can't withstand that for a length of time. So the plants react the same way. You can push them a little bit, but they only go so far. Humidity is huge. If you don't have the proper humidity, it will create an environment that will create disease. So we have sensors throughout the greenhouse, and they will read the humidity and the temperature, and we have parameters that are set in our PC that they read those temperatures and humidity, and then if it goes outside of that parameter, then the computer will kick on vents or kick on heaters, whatever is needed at that time. We don't deviate from, in other words, we don't buy a smaller bulb size to try to save some money. We could save a lot of money in our bulb cost if we went down a size, but that does not produce the quality stem that our customers expect from us. So we don't deviate from that at all. Our shipping, we feel our market is where we can ship within a day. We will ship out in the evening, right around 5 or 6 o'clock, and our flowers are picked up, and they are on their doorsteps between usually mid to late morning. So that's very important that it arrives at that destination the next day. And then our local markets pick up flowers, so they're really only out of water for 1 to 2 hours. Our website address is www.littlemiamiflower.com.
For more information about today's show or to suggest a topic, visit us on the web, inohiocountry.com. That's inohiocountry.com.